Welcome back to Live from America, Real America's Voice News, where only truth is going to come out of our mouths here. We're never going to lie. We're never going to be fake. We're never going to lead you to believe something that isn't real. We're always going to spread the gospel, and we're always going to stand up for what is right. And standing up for what is right is what people are doing all over this country right now, whether it be taking over school boards, whether it's running for city council, whether it's running for comptroller, whether it's, trying to be a district poll watcher or whatever it is. People are doing things that they haven't done in this country, well, since I've been alive. And that's exactly what our next guest is doing in the great state of Michigan. Now, I think I just said Garrett Saldano when I think I probably should have said Dr. Garrett Saldano. But, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now from the wonderful state of Michigan is Dr. Garrett Saldano. Dr. Garrett Saldano, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, and you could just call me Garrett Soldano. I check my ego at the door.
Yeah, well, you've earned that right to be called doctor, I think, and especially today, when you have these doctors who are going against their oath to healthcare, their oath to provide medicine and care for anybody and everybody who needs it. And we're starting to see a very, very scary situation where doctors are just so scared to lose their license or to, rock the boat that they are literally letting, on a large scale too, they're letting the federal government tell them what to do, how to do it. Even I can understand private doctors, private practice is saying, look, I don't want to treat people that haven't been vaccinated. Do I think it's right? No. Do I understand why they do it? Yes. Okay. What I can't wrap my mind around though is hospitals, straight up hospitals telling people we have to ration healthcare because you don't have the vaccine. And from what I'm seeing in the comment sections and even messages throughout the week is this is happening in Michigan quite a lot too. People are being denied preventative therapeutics for COVID-19. They're being denied going into the hospitals if they don't have, a vaccine passport. And I don't think that Gretchen Whitmer would be opposed to any of that. Matter of fact, I think she'd like to push that even harder.
Yeah, 100% you're right. And the reason she can't push it harder is because we, the people, took the very powers away from her that was allowing her to rule unilaterally over all of us with the 1945 law. But what she has done, Jeremy, is she has weaponized the health department now. And she's staying very quiet now. In the beginning, she was very vocal, kind of like being our nanny governor, saying to everybody that she's saving everybody's lives. But over the past several months, she has basically sat in the shadows because the polls are showing that the majority of Americans are against these mandates. And she has even come out to say that she's going to be a little bit more thoughtful with the mask this time around, even though a year ago, back in June, she was threatening us to implore one another to make each other wear the mask, and if not, to do it forcefully. So she's playing politics now, but that is why we need somebody who's going to hold her butt accountable on the debate stage. And guess what? I'm just the man for the job.
Well, we're talking about taking back power for the healthcare, for the healthcare workers, taking back power for the doctors, giving them the right to be able to prescribe and treat their patients however they want. But we're also talking about taking power away from the GOP, the very same party that we all belong to, and who have not been there for us and who have been putting establishment candidates, up against Trump supporting candidates or people that Trump backed, or well, let's call it America First candidates, right? Who care about the people first. It seems like the GOP in Michigan and the GOP in many other states are continuing to distance themselves from Trump and just put establishment guys in there. And I'm starting to see that happen in Michigan too. Can you talk to me a little about that? And again, I'm not here to bash other candidates that are running to try to remove Gretchen Whitmer. What I will bash, though, is candidates that are put forward by the GOP and then shielded by the GOP to not answer the hard questions, to not be out there with the people just because they want them there. And I'm starting to see that happen in Michigan. Am I wrong?
No, you're not. And here's what you just said that I love is I'm just like you, is I'm always going to rely back on Ronald Reagan, President Ronald Reagan's 11th commandment is thou shalt not talk poorly or negative about any other Republican candidate. That's just not who I am.
Right.
I will attack policy. I will call out clown show when I see it, but you're exactly right. You know, the establishment's supposed to stay out of this until after the primary so we, the people, can nominate who we want to have represent us in our party. And they did just the opposite. They had this big media circus that went on in Jackson, where the Republican Party was actually founded in Jackson, Michigan. They had all the media there, all the establishment was there, and Chief Craig went on there and did not announce. He said he was announcing an exploratory committee, which is basically I can fundraise without reporting my fundraising totals. And so when they did that, that kind of smacked us all in the upside the head and in the face that the establishment is trying to still control the party. And so what they do is they have a leadership conference every 2 years on Mackinac Island where the who's who of the establishment go to Mackinac Island, and you basically go there and you kiss the ring. We got Ted Cruz coming in. We got Mike Pence coming in. We have Governor Noem, who I am a fan of, Governor Noem. She's coming in, and you're supposed to go there and you're supposed to mingle with the establishment and kiss the ring. Well, when they did that, they kind of showed their cards to we the people, and I represent the people. And I am not going to go there and kiss the ring because that's not who I am. And so I have a responsibility to represent the people. So what I did is I boycotted their little party. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold a grassroots leadership rally in Antrim County, right, up in northern Michigan, to basically make a statement that, guess what? This is we the people's party. This is we the people's state. This is we the people's country. And we're not going to go silently into the night. We're not just going to vanish without a fight, Jeremy. We are here to make a statement, and I'm proud to announce we are going to have thousands of patriots there, thousands of people that love this country and love this flag. And I want to make one point. Everybody's welcome to this little Woodstock of freedom. I don't care if you're in California, New York, Florida. If you want to make your pilgrimage to freedom, you all are invited. It is free to the public, and we are going to just dominate the day with patriotism, inspiration, and I guarantee you, you will leave feeling like a better American.
So wait a minute. So they're putting together this mingling GOP elitist, GOP event, let's just call it that. And there's going to be a mix of people who I respect and love. Kristi Noem, like you said, Governor Noem. I really, really love and respect Ted Cruz as well. I think he's come a long way. However, when you start mingling with the likes of Mike Pence, I have problems with that. I, as an American who felt completely, let's just use the word for what it is, screwed over by Mike Pence in many, many ways, I have a problem with him being there, and I have a problem with them trying to bring back in these rhinos into the party quietly, while really nobody, you know what I mean? Like this, to me, that's a shady move to do. And just let me talk about Kelly for a minute too. Like, I'm not here to say that he's a bad guy in any way. What I am here to tell you is what I see with my own eyes. And when the mask mandates and the lockdowns were going on, he didn't do anything as a police officer. He did nothing to try to stand up for the people. As a matter of fact, he was more along the lines of, I'm just doing my job, man. I'm just doing my job. And how come, you know what I mean? Like, I follow the races in Michigan. I follow the races in Pennsylvania. I follow the races in Ohio. I follow Blystone. I follow, Wickman. I follow you. I follow everything that's happening. I follow what's going on down in Georgia and who's running down there. Why don't I see Kelly with the people as much as I see him with you? Do you know... Like, I mean, is he really an establishment guy, or do you just think that he's just, I mean, I don't know. I want you to tell me what you see on your end.
So it's not Kelly, it's Chief Craig.
Craig, okay? Excuse me, Craig. Not Kelly, Craig. Chief Craig. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Kelly's a great guy.
Yeah.
Chief Craig, here's the thing, what I want to point out is I have questions for a lot of people who want my support or vote moving forward is, what did you do in 2020? And you're exactly right. So in the beginning, his police department was actually bragging about this on their Facebook page, that they were going around and enforcing the lockdown. They were shutting down businesses. And I right there have a problem. And he has answered this question, but I don't think it was a very good answer. He said, well, I was appointed by the mayor and I was just following orders. Now, I have a huge problem with that. You do not get a get out of jail free card for saying that you were just following orders. You took an oath as a police officer to defend and protect the Constitution of these United States from foreign and domestic. And so right there, I am done with that statement because, like all of us out there, we are done with these typical politicians. We are
Yeah.
done with these elitists and the establishment trying to handpick their candidates and have control over all of us. And they're not going to get away with it this time, Jeremy, especially if I have anything to do with it. I am not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to be an expression of all these people, and we are going to hammer down, and we are going to make a statement to not only to the state, but to the country that we, the people, are back, and we're not going anywhere.
No, and we've proven that over the last 8 months. I mean, the reason why these college stadiums are screaming the blank Joe Biden, it's because of us. We got us to this point. And again, I apologize for saying Kelly when I meant Craig. There's just so many people running for positions like that. Yeah, Kelly's a good guy, and Craig, I'm not saying he's not a good guy at all either. What I'm saying is that when he faced hard times, he didn't do what I thought he was going to do. Right alongside the same thing with Pence. When we faced hard times, he didn't do what I thought he was going to do. I don't have much time left here, Mr. Saldano, so please let everybody know about this event that you're having. And I wouldn't be surprised if you get more people than they do. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just going to say that right now.
I tell you what, it's looking like we're going to. And like I said, everybody's invited. And all you have to do is go to garrettformichigan.com/rally. And you're going to be able to RSVP. It's free to the public. Again, that's Garrett, 2 R's, 2 T's, garrettformichigan.com/and rally. And then you can go there and let us know because we have to get prepared for thousands of people. And it's going to be an amazing day. And it looks like the weather's going to cooperate as of right now. Low 70, sunny. Fall in Michigan, you can't get much better than that.
Well, I don't know. I live in New Hampshire. It's pretty nice up here too. I mean, I might have to battle you on that one, but but no, look, man. I really wish you luck. I'm gonna keep up with everything. I wish I could make it out there for it, but I can't. But I definitely will. I hope you get a lot of footage from it. I'll be watching out for it, and of course, they can go to your website too, right? GarrettForMichigan.com, and everything will be there as well.
You got it, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. God bless you, and we'll talk soon. Okay.
Hey, Jeremy, God bless you. God bless the state of Michigan, and God bless these United States.